Hey guys, off the beaten path adventures here. Hey, our very first Campfire Chronicles. Hey, and we got a special guest too. Ben from Semper Gumby. Let's hear it for him.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah. And we also got a special guest. Also, we have Ben New with Newbie
Overlanding
Overlanding.
on IG.
But he's not new. He's not new. He's not really new for overlanding.
No.
That's his channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
just his name.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's OG.
He's OG. Yeah. So we just we're out here doing this. We're out at the LBL on the Tennessee side, camped right on Kentucky Lake, and we just want to take this opportunity and time to shoot a video and maybe do this once a month. Release something at least once a month. May not always have a special guest. Might just be Jody and I, but today we have some special guests and it's really cool. So, Ben, say hi to our fans.
Hey everyone, you guys. This is Ben. You guys probably see me on my Semper Gumby channel. Today I'm going to be walking on some hot coals for them. So now I'm just happy to be here for their first Campfire Chronicles. It's always great to be doing the inaugural. You know, I can look back to this in a year or two and go, I remember I was on their first one, you know, so I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're glad you're here. Yeah, very glad. Ben's actually been a huge help for us, for our channel too. He's given us a lot of pointers. He's been in the business, I guess you could say, for a while.
He's an OG.
Yeah, he's an OG for sure.
He's a content creator.
Yes, yeah. But you know, we got some questions for him, some things that we'd like to know, and maybe some things that you guys might like to know about a content creator. But Ben, what got you into all this?
Well, you know, I've always been, you know, I always did videos, you know, I think in the early 1990s, I used to do videos for my families. You know, I used to put birthday videos together, wedding videos, and I used to put them to music. And then my family used to, you know, want videos, and then my other family members wanted more videos, and it got to the point where everybody wanted videos. So I started doing them, and I started, I'm gonna say, charging for them, and just kind of did that as a hobby. So when YouTube came along, everyone said, hey, you know, start a YouTube channel. And I never thought about getting monetized or anything like that, but YouTube became a platform for where you can store your sort of like your memories and your adventures, you know. So I started just posting YouTube videos of my camping adventures, and that led to gear reviews, and you know, here I am today, you know. So
yeah, YouTube's come a long way. It's just absolutely blown up in the world now. Unbelievable. What do we look up? It's like 8 billion or something.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's 8 billion people on you. It's the biggest platform out there.
yeah, it is.
You know,
I mean,
it's a search
yeah,
engine. You
it
know,
is.
you can search anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
people turn to YouTube for instructional videos. You know, if you want to learn something, if you're traveling,
Yeah, or even
Destinations.
there's somewhere you want to go and you
Yeah.
can't afford to go, and there's people out there that have videoed their vacations and
How to fix things. You know?
You can raise a kid to fix a car, to fix a broken heart. I mean, you can
Right.
search anything.
Absolutely. And how many followers you got now, Ben, or subscribers? to YouTube?
I think I'm at 34,000 or something like that. I mean,
Wow.
you know, and when I first started, you know, I mean, I was checking every day. It was like, oh, I've got 200. Oh, I got 201.
Yeah, that's where we are right now, Ben.
But after a while, you know, I just, you know, I mean, I don't even, you know, I'll look at it once a week, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you know, now I look at it when YouTube purges, you know, you got people that sign up and then they get purged out, but it's about 34,000, a little over 34,000. So I'm pretty stoked. I never thought I would be at 34,000, but I've met a lot of great people on YouTube. You know, that's the great thing about, you know,
Yeah.
the YouTube channel. So
Yeah, and we're even noticing that too. I mean, we've only been at it, Jody, since about middle of January. Yeah.
First
And
week of January.
you know, we're obviously just starting out, and you know, we know this part of the game is just a patience process. You know, it'll come in time. But we've met already so many people.
Everybody's helpful in this community.
Absolutely.
It's just Ben is like a mentor to us, you know, showing us the ropes, you know, and it's just it's been great, man.
Yeah, we really. So, how long you been doing this, Brandon?
Well, I'm not a YouTuber. Don't really plan to be, but you know, I grew up hunting, fishing, loving every day, I guess you could say. But you know, camping off and on with my family, and then so a couple of years ago, my wife and I decided to buy the Gladiator, start getting out with the family, and so we've just been going hard ever since. And we hooked up with an amazing Facebook group, met a lot of great people, and led me to Old Man Old Truck, which led me to Ben, which led me to you guys. So it's just
it's just a growing building.
It really is.
Yeah.
And so you know we've been all over the Southeast, plan on venturing out a little more, and man, just love it. I mean, it's been a blast.
Yeah, and it's been a great weekend. You know, we really appreciate you guys coming out. We've been hitting the expos and stuff so hard these last few months, and
it's nice just to
it's nice just to get out.
You know, get out and peaceful. We're dispersed camping right now out in the land between the lakes, down off Kentucky Lake. But we're in Tennessee, so it's beautiful out here. We've got a perfect spot on the water. It's just awesome out here.
Yeah. And you know, we'll just give you guys a little insight on us. You know, we really didn't have any intentions of doing YouTube or anything. You know, we just kind of did this as a hobby and to have a good time and kind of escape work and life a little bit sometimes.
We just kind of joked about it.
Yeah, we did. We joked
for months.
And one day I get a call. Jody calls me like beginning of January. He's like, "All right, we're all set up." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "We got a YouTube page and Facebook account set up and Instagram and TikTok." I'm like, "Whoa, I guess we're really doing this."
So a little background. I didn't know this until today, and some people may not know. So you guys met at work?
Yeah, we used to work together
several years ago.
Yeah,
we've known each other for a while.
Okay, and just shared the same love of the outdoors.
And outdoors. We have the adventure motorcycles, and this is our
home base really
right here. So, and we just love getting out and camping, and like you guys.
What's your favorite, camping in the rigs or on the bikes?
Well, we've not really this season is going to be our first.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, first year camping off the bikes.
And hopefully we'll get out there. We've got a trip planned for the Natchez Trace Parkway Trail. On the bikes, but we're hoping to get out on them camping before then. We don't want that to be our inaugural camp out, but you know, I feel like we've got the right gear to get us started, and so
I'm excited to get more mud on the Gumby mobile. Get him out some more.
Yeah. For those of the more expos coming up in Springfield, Missouri, in a couple weeks. So Mr. Ben here went ahead and decided to build a new rig with his truck, and got some good sponsors. Hey, go ahead and put a shout out to your sponsors.
Well, you know what we did is, you know, my truck had just a regular truck cap on it, and I was towing my camper, and I wasn't doing a lot of overlanding stuff. I was doing a lot of truck camping or camper disperse, and you know, I wasn't doing a lot of off-roading camping, because usually I go do a lot of solo camping. And you know, if you do a lot of solo camping, you know, you got to kind of be cautious, because you never know what's going to happen. You get stuck, or you know, I'm by myself. So when I got involved with the overland community, I decided to build the truck. And you know, of course, you guys, you know, at SAVE, you know, Southeast Adventure Vehicle Expo, you know, I was lucky enough to be, you know, in content creators, and then now at more, being on Storyteller Road. That was like the pinnacle of being selected. But I went ahead and rebuilt the Dodge Ram, sold the truck cap, and just completely, with the help of these guys, you know, completely redid the truck. Brandon drove 900 miles.
No. Well,
total round trip.
It will be.
You know, 900 miles round trip. You guys came down from Kentucky, but we completely redid the truck. You know, some of the sponsors came on this year is, of course, Tua Pro. They supplied the rack system, half rack like you guys got on. And then, of course, Blue Eddy. Blue Eddies have been a sponsor from day one. So all the power management on the truck is Blue Eddy. And then, of course, Oxbeam. Oxbeam did all the lighting systems on the truck. And then Bouge RV also came on. And then we've got Rhino Linings of Jackson, of the hometown where I reside at. And then, of course, we had some other sponsors, little sponsors
here and there.
here and there. But those are our major sponsors for the More Expo this year. So I wouldn't be able to, be where I am at, right now without them and you guys. So I'm pretty stoked.
It turned out really, really good.
Yeah, it did.
And I've got, I got a lot of mud on the truck, more mud than anybody else because I followed Brandon, and I stopped in the mud hole. I guess you never stop in the mud hole, but I did.
Yeah, so he's going for cleaning and detail on the way home.
So it won't look like that at Moore, but I'll be at Moore along with Jody and Doug. But like I said, I appreciate you guys coming out and helping me get everything set up and ready to go because. Man, I was, just stressing getting ready for more because there's a lot of work.
And that's part of the community,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just kind of pitches in and helps one another.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's truly mind-blowing, the heart of some people in the off-road community.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the things they will do.
It is. I mean, I noticed that at the expos, when we went to Florida, I had a cooler full of food. I probably only cooked breakfast one day. I mean, people fed, invited and fed. Now, I miss Doug and Jody at Florida.
We were there, and every time we'd go into the content creator corner, you'd be gone.
He was out eating.
He was out eating or, crashing his scooter. But, we really didn't get an opportunity to hook up. But, the funny thing is I was on Marketplace a few months ago, and we've been eyeballing showers, the camp showers. And I told Joyce, this guy in Tennessee has got one. And I sent it to him, and he goes, oh, that's Semper Gumby. That's the guy from Stark, Florida. I was like, oh, yeah. So, and he had some batteries, some other stuff. I contacted him. I'm like, hey, we're interested in this stuff. We'd like to come out and pick it up. And, he made us a deal. And I said, hey, I want to come out. And we went to lunch and kind of swapped stories a little bit and talked about some content, and he's really, really helped us out and taken us on.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it.
Oh, you guys are welcome. I mean, I've been, given the opportunity to get things, and people been helped me along the way. I haven't been guided to the YouTube path. Everything I've done, I had to learn, myself. But I always been told, if you share the knowledge and share the wealth, and that's pay it forward. So hopefully you guys, when you guys get where you guys need to be, pay it forward.
Oh, that's absolutely our goal.
And the thing is, like, this community, it's not like a competition.
No,
not at all.
It's helpful, very helpful.
And Brandon, he's been one of my biggest supporters on social media. I mean, that's how I. He was commenting on a lot of the, pages, and he's been one of, like I said, one of my biggest supporters. So, that's why he's smarting the Semper Gumby stuff tonight. But it's cold because it's cold.
Yeah, that's a little. That's only because Off the Beaten Path didn't have any extra shirts today.
But Brandon's been really good. He's been, like I said, one of my biggest supporters. And that's the really cool thing when you guys get, at a certain level, you guys be walking around at these expos, and it's got the feeling when you walk around and people come up to you and say, hey, they call you by your channel name or your name. You don't even know them.
Oh. We're going to stoke the fire a little bit.
Yeah, just
I was just thinking that.
They call you by your name, either your first name or your channel name, and they tell you, hey, I love your channel. Hey, I love your content. That means a lot, that means there's people out there that really enjoy the things you do.
We experienced that at Brushy Mountain. A little bit a couple weeks ago. a group of people come up, and one of the guys was like, "Hey, I'm following you guys," and that was a really cool feeling.
So
It's nice.
Yeah,
but you know, you get there, and you just got to be true to yourself and keep doing the content that keeps you guys happy. Don't change it for people. Just do what you guys love to do.
This is what we love to do,
and this is it right here. So,
and this idea is a great idea because not only does it lets people into the lives of you guys and lets them get to know you better, but even if you out and you have guests, that it makes it more personable. So this is pretty awesome.
Yeah. We just wanted to be able to share the people that we've gotten to know, obviously with our viewers, and who knows, maybe somebody else sees and say, "Oh, that's cool." I like to do that.
Yeah.
And it's all about hooking up and connecting with people, and
it doesn't matter what you have. You don't have to have everything we have. We don't have everything. But
I don't.
You can start out with a sleeping bag and a tent. And work
and Overland Accord.
Yeah.
I don't have a chair tonight.
Yeah, that's why you're sitting on a Yeti cooler. But
Well, where do you guys see yourself in the next year? I mean, as far as the channel,
I haven't really put a lot of thought.
I think in a year's time, I definitely think we would, like to be able to at least be creeping up on that 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We've been really fortunate with Facebook. We're almost at 1,200 followers with Facebook. That kind of blew up pretty quick for us. And we're really kind of shocked.
We're still learning the YouTube
Yeah, we're still
algorithm.
learning the YouTube.
We're not in it yet, but we hear it takes a lot of, it takes 6 months to 9 months for them to even recognize you as a channel.
Yeah.
So I think it'll.
Yeah, and I think it'll get there. Like I said before, this is really a game of patience.
Yeah.
Plugging away and being consistent and all that.
As a viewer, guys, share, definitely on Facebook, share it. Share their link tree. It really goes a long way.
Yeah.
One person can equal 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So.
And we've even noticed that going to the last couple expos.
Yeah.
We've gained 15, 20. So I think Florida, we gained like 40.
Yeah.
That
was our biggest gain.
That was a big jump for us.
Because the average person on Facebook is probably 1 to 300 friends.
Yeah.
Well, if they share once to theirs, that may get 10 other people. So guys, help them out.
We didn't know what to expect. The Save event in Florida was our first. That was our first overlanding event, and we didn't know what to expect. And
we went. We only brought one rig. We just brought Jody's Gladiator. We left my truck at home just because of the mileage and with fuel. I pulled out my old cot tent that I kind of started out in when we started going out together, and we got there and it was just explosive. Like there was rigs for miles. It seemed like.
Yeah. It was crazy. It seemed really big to me, but from what I understand, we have events coming up that's going to blow that out of the water. It's just we're meeting a lot of amazing people, content creators, just like-minded people. It's just you don't see a whole lot of that around here, and that's why we want to get out. Educate the local people around here to get into it. We've got I can't remember how many acres right here at LBL.
Almost 200,000, I believe.
It's
just right here in Western Kentucky.
And don't get me wrong. There's
Western
tons of
Tennessee.
people coming out here camping and stuff like that. But it's just you don't see the rigs with the trucks or the Jeeps or the rooftop tents and the awnings and all that stuff a whole lot.
Yeah.
At least in our area, we're roughly 45 minutes or so east of here, and you hardly ever see anybody.
Well, and the southeast is so underestimated when it comes to being a major part of the off-road community because everybody wants to go to BLM and out west. But the southeast has so much beautiful stuff to offer if you'll just get out and explore.
Oh, just going to Brushy Mountain in Petros, Tennessee a couple weeks ago, like the sceneries and views. We on the way home.
Yeah, we took I took the wrong turn.
Ben took a wrong turn in it, which was cool because it took us on a 2-lane scenic, and that's what we absolutely love. And just the views. I got home and I told my wife, I'm like, we got to just take a weekend, just take a trip, just to drive.
That would be a good motorcycle trip.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were going to Buc-ee's, but we went the back way for it. We got there, but It was
That's our cup of tea right
Yeah,
there.
we absolutely
Well,
love
you
it.
know,
I mean, when we went to Starkey's in Florida for Southeast, we took 2 lanes from Kentucky to we actually ran through Alabama, ran into Panama City.
Birmingham, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then come up the coast.
Well, you know, just north of Brushy Mountain is the Royal Blue WMA, which you have to buy a permit, but it's another 200,000 acres
Wow.
Yeah.
that you can explore that's the same. I mean, there's so much that's overlooked in the east.
Right. And then of course at Brushy Mountain, you know, 15 minutes away you got Windrock. So
Yeah.
you know, so there's a lot up there.
But we're not all big dog wheelers
No.
like this one right here.
Hey, they have pavement and trails just
Yeah, they
like
got-
this that you can
Do they?
ride all day long.
Yeah, that's the master.
No,
That's
no,
the master
no.
at that, the recovery.
No.
He's got recovery gear. If you got recovery gear in your car, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
That's my profession, so I kind of
Yeah.
keep it with me.
But, yeah, it's a cool thing, you know. I mean, you know, if you're gonna go on YouTube, you know, you got to be prepared to put yourself out there. Some people don't like being on camera, some people, but
That's exactly me. I never dreamed, you know, 6 months ago I'd be on YouTube. I'm just not that. I don't like attention brought to myself, and it's really, I think it's helped, you know.
yeah, you just got to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And you know, when you see other YouTubers, especially ones that got 40, 50, 60, you know, with thousands of subscribers, you know, they're the same. You know, you can approach them.
Yeah, and we're learning that.
Yeah.
We're learning that.
You know, they're not, they're not like like these movie stars, or you know, like they got their entourage. I mean, they're normal people, and once you talk to them, you'll find out. But they're great people.
Yeah, and the ones that we have talked to, they've all said the exact same thing. It's you know, we've been where you're at. Be patient. You know, it'll come.
Right.
Well, a lot of
Keep on
people are
doing what
scared to
you're
put themselves out there, I believe, for the ridicule and the naysayers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
And
just
they're
have
out
to,
there.
You have to overlook it.
And you're going to get them. I mean, you're going to get those comments. You're going to get those people that, you know, and I don't think they mean it maliciously, but you'll get those comments where, you know, they're going to challenge you, and, you know, all you got to do is be professional about it. And
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when I get those, I kind of, you know, I respond to them, you know, in a polite way, but, you know, I just tell them thank you for the comments, and, you know, I appreciate your view.
Yeah.
And move on. So,
Right.
but you're going to get those. You can't please everyone, but most of the people you're going to get are great people on YouTube.
I mean, a rude comment is still a comment.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, it helps the algorithm.
Well,
you
they
know?
say bad publicity is still publicity.
Yeah, right.
But,
But
Yeah.
it helps it. You know?
yeah, I definitely think it gives you a sense of learning how to do self-control when you get to that
Mm-hmm.
to those
Yeah.
comments. You know, you don't have to respond. I know you were saying anger, but you don't have to come back with something. You know, it's just a
You can take the high road. And
A
just
simple
be-
bless your heart
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
move on.
Right.
I mean, for me, it was pretty easy. I mean, you know, for my profession, you know, so I don't know. I got pretty thick skin, you know, so it's you know, I don't take it personal. But
Yeah, Ben is also, he's a full-time police officer, so he's our bodyguard.
he's our protector out here.
so when the LBL was it the LBL Dogman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a folklore that there is a Land Between the Legs dogman that roams the area out here. So, but
We have Dog Girl with us.
yeah,
so.
we have my 100-pound German Shepherd, and the Second Amendment. Second Amendment been going on, but you know when we were at Brushy Mountain, you know we went to that haunted prison, and that was pretty cool. I went up there by myself and came back down. And,
If you haven't,
Pretty quick, mind you.
if you haven't seen it, check these guys' video out and Simper Gummy's video out on it. It's pretty neat.
yeah, it's a haunted. It's one of the haunted state penitentiaries in Tennessee.
Yeah.
But it is. They do paranormal tours there, and you can sleep. You can sleep there in Halloween.
Really?
Yeah, they have. You can go with like 6 or 7 people, and they.
You gonna do that this October?
I don't know. I don't know if I can. You know, I didn't feel scared in that thing. I just felt more of like dread. You know, when
Yeah.
you walk in, like
Like a heavy.
yeah,
Yeah.
more like sadness. But I didn't feel like, oh man, I don't want to walk around. I mean, because I was in the hole by myself, so
Yeah.
But it's cool, and this thing's fun. Like what we're doing here. I mean, we're in the middle of. I mean, we ain't got no cell service. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a peaceful thing.
Yeah, it really
This
is.
water, it's just all around us.
I mean, we're on a peninsula. We're like
We're on a peninsula.
peninsula.
Three sides have got water on us, and I think all we've seen today is one person in a canoe and
Yeah,
one
Opie in
fishing
the
boat
canoe.
out there.
And technically, we have water on all 4 sides.
Yeah.
Ben's
Yeah.
butthole.
Yeah,
So-
Ben's mudhole back here that he created.
He stopped in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So BF Goodrich, if you're watching, I need a set of tires.
There's three rigs out here with DF Goodrich
But
on it, so.
yeah, we all got rooftop tents, and it's pretty cool because I've always told a camper, and just driving right up and just popping open it took me a little bit to open my rooftop tent. I mean, it takes a little bit of practice, but just climbing up there. My biggest challenge tonight is trying to get a 100-pound German Shepherd in that rooftop tent. So.
And we will be videoing that.
Yeah, we'll have that on video.
I thought it was everything you left in the trailer.
It's just. Well, the side note to that was, everything is in my camper, and it just was just a shakedown.
It was a very quick pack job.
Yeah, this is a shakedown for the camper and the truck. But Doug made dinner, so I didn't have to get any food.
And amazing. Thank you so
amazing
much.
dinner. And then
Looks
Jody
good.
met us along the way, and he's got some stuff, so I didn't really need. And then Brandon's got recovery gear, so if I got stuff, so I'll be all right.
And noodles.
And noodles. Yeah, he's got noodles,
Yeah.
and I've got cookies, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
But this is an amazing spot. I mean, it is.
It is so
It is
quiet
one of the
right
best
now.
spots I've camped at. I mean, I would never have gotten here if I didn't. I mean, you can't get here without a 4-wheel drive. There's no way.
Yeah, you got to have one.
I mean, you can, but you probably would have been camping at that mud hole. But I mean, I'm glad that I met you guys through YouTube. I mean, it just a friend of a friend or a friend of a subscriber, and it just the relationship or the friendship just flourishes. And you'll go to another expo, like we met Dave and Tiffany
Yeah.
from Best Life.
Yeah.
And
Super
now
nice
we're
couple.
friends with them.
Yeah, and they're going to be at more.
Yeah, they're
as
on
well.
Storyteller Row.
Yeah.
And then if we go down to Georgia, Brandon's down there, and he'll be at Overland East. So we'll all be there,
Yeah.
and we'll have a little. I don't think I'm gonna try to go for kind of content creators. I think I want to camp.
Just
We'll all
camping,
camp
yeah,
like how we
enjoy.
do it, and just kind of not really do. I mean, being in the content creators thing is pretty cool, but man, it's a lot of work. If that's something you signed up for, you gotta put the work in, for it. Being a content creator isn't, you just post a video and let it run. I mean, there's editing. You guys know there's. I mean, how many hours you guys spend on editing?
Oh, I mean, one video alone is a good couple hours of editing.
Yeah.
And then that, and then you gotta post it. Just shooting the video. I mean, you just don't go out and shoot the video.
I mean, you're shooting 5, 10, sometimes 15 different scene areas of just to merge into one video.
Yep. So you got that. So
And I'll give it to you guys as a non-YouTuber. It is cool, but it shows the heart that all 3 of you guys have, because you have not let that camera miss anything exciting today.
Yeah.
Or a quick little story.
Yeah, Brandon looks, and all of a sudden one of us is running to grab a camera real
Yep.
quick for something. Like, what are you doing?
I had to give up my pork chop just to catch the sunset.
So, I mean, props, because it's
Yeah.
not just something easy. You really have to work at this.
Well, for me, I just look at it. I've been looking at YouTube videos forever, and keeping up with just other people with different types of content, and now it just really gives me a big appreciation for.
Yeah. I like
these
a lot
videos.
of stuff. I subscribe to more channels. I like people's stuff because I realize how much it goes. It goes a
the
long
effort.
way.
It takes an effort.
Yeah. So it's not something you just, and just shoot a video and post. I mean, it takes work. And, you know, when you divide it by the hours, and you know, if you are monetized, you know, it comes to like $7 an hour. But
Yeah.
you know, unless you're a huge channel, but you know, we do it because we enjoy doing it, and we enjoy this, you know, being around the people and enjoy the, you know, it's just fun.
Yeah.
You know, like today, you know, Brandon's telling the left turn coming up. He's guiding us, you know, because he's got all that experience off road. Stay to your left, you know, and he went and scouted some places for us and to see if we're, you know, tight enough. He didn't want me get pinstriping on my truck, and stay to your left, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, but you know, that kind of experience, you know, I don't have that kind of experience. You know, I've got more, you know, camping and other stuff, you know, my background, but he's got that, you know, that wheeling background, because you know, he's done it for a while. You know, so hopefully as we get, you know, as we move along in the next couple of months or years, or as we get, you know, our tenure, you know, we'll do more of these, and we get more experience. Well, hoping for me, a little bit more experience. And
Yeah, and you know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, staying at a campground or
None.
anything like that.
no,
Sometimes it's actually nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I think just for us, you know, the journey getting there is the best
Yeah,
part.
Part of the
sometimes.
experience.
Finding a place where, you know, not knowing where you're going to camp, and you find a spot. Oh, this is not going to work. It's not level enough. We'll go on down to find
Or
something else.
somebody's already at your favorite spot.
Well, it's like today, 4 out of 5 spots until we made it here. I
Yeah.
mean, the first 4
And this
were
is the best
shot.
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it wound up being a gym.
Yeah, and we've been out, you know, looking, and you know, 3 hours go by and it's getting ready to get dark. It's like we just better settle for on a spot. You know.
our first spot was a cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I led them to,
In a very small turnaround.
Yes.
well, you know, I mean, you know, and this is not just for guys too. There's a lot of females, you know, ladies that love to do this
Oh,
kind of.
yes.
Oh,
You
Tiffany is a
Yeah.
perfect example of
Yeah.
that.
So if you're a female, you know, ladies out there, if you're thinking this is just a guy thing, there are overlanding ladies groups,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and let me tell you, some of these ladies,
I won't wheel with.
yeah, they can. I mean, one of, you know, like Kara.
Kara. Kara
From-
McClellan.
Yeah, from Ozark Overland Adventures.
She's a gangster.
She will go up on 3 wheels. I mean, I've watched her wheel. So, you know, get with the groups, get with females, and you don't have to go do crazy stuff. Just
No.
get as a group and go and just do this.
Yep. I mean, a lady could grab her girlfriend and take a Honda Accord to a campground and have a blast for
Yeah.
the weekend. You
Yeah.
don't have to, you know.
I mean,
have a
we've seen
four-wheel
a
drive.
Toyota Corolla
Yep.
rolling around out here.
No,
Yeah.
Down
Dodge-
a washed out
Dodge
road.
Charger.
Dodge Charger.
Yeah, the Dodge Charger. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see it on my video. There was a Dodge Charger trying to go off road, but you know, and you don't need all the fancy equipment. I mean,
No, not at all.
yeah, you can get by. I mean,
We never dreamed we would be what we have now,
Yeah.
you know, but
it's
you
nice
don't
to have
to
the
have-
fancy
yeah.
equipment. I mean, it's pretty cool to be bougie.
2 years ago, I was in an Amazon ground tent, and you know, just would throw everything in the bed of the truck, and that's how me and my wife camped. We had 2 cots 2 Coleman cots we had
Yeah.
bought.
Yeah.
We'd set up this little pop-up tent. We would throw the cots in, and we would go to bed. And we were just as happy then
Yeah.
as we are now. It doesn't
Yeah.
take
That's what we
all
should
day.
do our next video. Then we just do a camp. And we
Yeah,
just bring
no.
a tent and a.
No.
So I
sleeping-
will hey, I will like, subscribe, I will like, follow, and everything that video.
Oh, actually, that's basically what we'll be doing on the bikes. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
Top 10 on
but
that guy.
honestly, all this gear, what this does is it makes it a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I mean, it's
You
the
know,
comforts. I mean, it's just.
convenience and the quick
Convenience and
setup.
comforts and quick setup and tear down.
Yeah, I mean, you can still do the. It makes it a lot comfortable. I mean, lights. You know, I mean, we don't have to carry fuel. You don't have to carry, you know, propane, you know, and pump up your lantern anymore, like back in the old Coleman days. You know.
Oh, I can remember in my
Yeah.
20s, you know, you carried around 15 pounds of Coleman tanks
And you're like
to light everything up.
Or
you
a
know?
1 gallon,
Yeah.
you know, the 1 gallon.
But that doesn't stop you from going out
No,
now.
and that goes back to the whole thing is you can do anything if you set your mind to it.
Yeah.
You know, if you do the planning and the saving and, you know, get the time off, you can do that. But this little trip, you can work your Monday to Friday.
Yeah,
We all worked Friday
yeah.
and met up after. So, I mean, you can still have a blast.
Yeah, I look at it as, you know, as you get older in your years. I mean, you don't know how long you're going to be able to do this kind of stuff. I mean, you know, when you're 20s and 30s, you know, your outlook in life is a little bit different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the stuff that you need to invest in yourself and your family, you know, and enjoy, because, you know, tomorrow you may not be able to do this kind of
Yeah.
stuff, and, you know, go out and enjoy and seek that adventure and enjoy it. You know, I mean, like tonight's sunset, it was one of the prettiest sunsets I've seen here on the lake. I mean, you know, I took the drone up, you know, and you don't get to see those things unless you go out and and get out there and do your adventures, and it's free, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
stuff like that, you know.
I think I took probably, you know, I'm going to say 60 to 70 pictures. And check out their Facebook pages. You'll see them because they're tagged in it.
You know, and it's something, you know, you can't, you know, invest in yourself. I mean, invest in yourself,
Yeah.
invest in your, you know, be happy, and, you know, you don't need to go and just do what makes you happy and enjoy life. I mean, it's,
Yeah, and you know, for me, I think it took me years to figure out. I've just figured that out within the last few years. You know, that you got to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, because nobody else is going to.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean,
You could make $1 million this year and blow it next year, but you could make 1 million memories and live with it for a lifetime.
yeah.
Right. That's good.
So, but you can't put a price tag on this. I mean, what did it cost us? $10? $10.
Yeah.
This cost us $10. Here,
Yeah.
dispersed camping here at LBL for 3 days is $10, or you can get the
$50 for
$50
a year.
for a whole year pass, 12
Yeah.
month pass.
Yeah.
12-month pass and
Yeah.
come back
You know,
anytime.
And if you have the time, you can stay right here for 14 days.
Yep.
And then move on to another spot. If you, we don't have that kind of time,
Yeah.
but you could do that. You know.
14 days. Yeah.
And it's so funny, you know, growing up, you don't go meet strangers. But here we are all the time meeting strangers.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're back.
Uh-oh.
The camera went down again. We've got it plugged in now, so we're gonna do a finishing up portion of our Campfire Chronicles here.
Campfire Chronicles.
Plus, we're able to take time, you know, and check our phones and repost and do all the things that content creators do.
we got Starlink.
Yeah. 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 We are out in the wilderness in the middle of nowhere, but we have Starlink.
Roughing it.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know when the LBL monster or dogman is going to come, and we got to call somebody.
Well, this may be our last video.
Oh yeah, I mean,
First and last.
Yep. But then it never gets posted.
That's true.
Unless he knows how to use the Starlink.
yeah. But what were we talking about? Oh, meeting
Strangers in
Meeting-
the woods.
strangers and for the first time, and going camping with them on a remote peninsula in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you. Want to go camping?
Yeah, here, eat this food.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I made some pork chops. Here you
Yeah.
go.
Do these pork chops smell like chloroform? No.
Feeling a little dizzy. God, I should have got a snack.
Some of those metabolism killers.
Metabolism killers.
Yeah.
So, what you got going on in the next month? You got, like, besides more?
Pretty much more, and that's it within the next month.
Okay.
You know, like we said before, we're going to take a break from
Expos?
and
Okay.
stuff,
Yeah.
and we're going to get on the bikes. Should be warm enough, and
As long as there's not a lot of rain.
Yeah.
We're more fair weather
yeah.
riders,
Okay.
you know.
But we'll be doing a lot of filming out here at LBL on the bikes,
Yeah.
so we'll have a lot of road content and all that kind of stuff, and then
Guys, you can always throw them on a trailer 3 hours south.
yeah, we've
we
got a
will.
couple
George
trailers.
Traverse. It's 390 miles, and
What's the roads like up there? I mean,
It's all Forest Service roads.
okay.
It's
you camp
all.
out there.
Oh yeah, it's dispersed camping. All gravel dirt roads. So I
The
mean,
GAR, right? No, what they call it? The GAR.
no, that up here. That's the Georgia Traverse.
Okay.
So you've got that. You've got the SCAR. You've got the GAR. You've got the Florida Adventure Trail, the FAT. So, V-Man 1313 does a lot of just really cool routes that are nothing but, dirt roads. And so.
Yeah, we definitely don't get too crazy on the ADV bikes.
No.
Yeah, we're getting a little old to be.
It hurts when you fall.
I don't want to break any bones or.
Oh yeah, like how my scooter incident.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if you guys
Or
all know.
your thumb incident at Brushy
Yeah.
Mountain.
I crashed on my scooter at Save. That scooter was 15 mile an hour top speed, and Karoma just sent me a new scooter, a faster one. So I got one that I'm going to be using at more Expo. So
Stay off the trails.
this one's got a seat.
Oh, it
does. You can put the seat on, but no, I was just riding one hand and I was holding the GoPro in the other hand, so that was pretty dumb on my part. I should have been holding two hands, and I hit a rock about that size, and I went over, and it hurt.
Get you a helmet and helmet cam.
Yeah.
You know what? I got a helmet at home. I'll give you.
You know what? You guys are Kentucky boys.
Yeah.
What about the easy part of the cat on the motos? Thought about doing that?
Yeah, we haven't talked about it. We've seen some videos and stuff.
Because you don't have to do hard 11 or on any of the hard trails.
Yeah.
You can do
Yeah.
the easier stuff, which even the hard stuff on an adventure bike maybe
As long
pretty
as it's
simple.
not rutted out too bad.
Yeah.
We've got heavy bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to do deep water crossings or
Right.
anything crazy, but
Yeah, if we had the smaller 250, 400 cc bikes that you can kind of trail
Dual
bike
sport.
so what are you guys riding?
around.
I've got a Harley Pan America special.
Oh Lord, okay.
That's heavy, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got a CF Moto Adventura, or sometimes they call them the MT.
Okay. So you guys are riding the bigger bikes.
Heavy
Yeah,
bikes.
yeah, they're heavier bikes.
Mine's a 1250, and it's one
Yeah.
of the heavier adventure bikes out there.
Yeah, so no, they're fairly nimble, but
Still heavy for an adventure bike.
So it's not like
Yeah.
an Enfield or anything like that.
No,
Yeah. It's,
no. Yeah, and they got to get up and go, and they're fast too, and they're not always the easiest to maneuver at slow speeds. It's
and on gravel
and
roads.
keeping it on
and-
slow
or
speed.
sand,
Yeah.
or sand, or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
So we got pretty aggressive tires on them.
So who has the green bike I keep seeing?
Jody does.
That's you?
That's the Harley.
Green.
That's a gorgeous bike.
Green.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's like a
theme, yeah.
I don't know, like a sapphire blue, something like that,
Okay.
baby blue with silver in it.
See, I'm excited to see the
it's-
moto vlogs coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up real quick. We're hoping.
Yeah, we're excited to do it.
So if I bought a monkey, can I come along?
If you bought a monkey, can you come
You can
along?
ride it.
Honda monkey.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of a Honda monkey?
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
Is it an off trail? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, you can look it up later, but I think it's only like a 50 cc.
This is gonna be like wild hogs.
Right.
They're wearing the chaps, the helmets.
Yeah,
Maybe
everything.
you get an enduro, like a 250 or something. It'd be
Yeah.
We could probably hook you up with an infield because we know a guy out of Virginia that's
infield dealer.
a
Yeah.
dealer. Yeah.
It's actually
Real
he's
good
up
guy.
in Northern Virginia.
Yeah. What is his name?
Well, his name's Cherry, but it's
Yeah.
Gearhead Junction.
Gearhead Junction, yeah. My buddy Willie from Wanna Go Fishing bought his Enfield up there. He drove 5 hours from Newport News, Virginia up there. to
Yeah,
go
we
get
were
it.
supposed to go last year.
They had a little get together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to go last
We were
year,
gonna go,
and we just couldn't. We ended up not being able to go. We were supposed to go, and
It's like Memorial Day weekend, right? Something like that, and they were going to camp in the back of his up near his shop,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
He's got a campground /
Yeah.
field or something up there. Yeah.
So I used to be in the street bikes, and I had to. I made a deal with my wife. She said I had to get rid of it, and we compromised, and I got rid of it.
What you have? What you have?
So I used to ride my first bike was a Yamaha Virago 750.
Yeah.
Just a good trainer bike.
Yeah.
And I decided that wasn't good enough, so I went to a Kawasaki,
Z.
the ZX6R,
Okay.
and rode it for a long time. Had a blast on it, but
Green.
I started getting bored with the 600, so I started looking closer to the 1,000 liter bikes, and almost laid it down one day because of a car. And my wife said, that's enough. You're not riding no more. And,
Yeah.
I listened like a good husband and sold the bike.
Ah,
Got a boat. Realized I do not know how to drive a boat.
But what does boat stand for? Bust out another 1,000.
Oh yeah. What does Jeep stand for?
Just empty
Just
every
empty
pocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I still have a street bike too. I've got
Do you?
a Yamaha V-Star. Yeah. I don't seem to ride it very often.
1,300.
No, just a small
Okay.
750. I was actually gonna sell it and get rid of it, but the wife was kind of like, "No, just hang on to it." So
My wife was more of it's not you, it's everybody else.
yeah. Well,
Especially in Atlanta too, man.
that's true.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they can.
Atlanta
I
truck.
back
don't,
then
I don't
I
like
was-
driving a car through.
Back
it.
then I was driving from High Falls, Jackson area to McDonough every day, so traffic is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think he said I don't like driving a car there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Towing a
drive,
trailer. When I tow a trailer through that, I'm like, God.
I drive a truck, and I used to drive through Atlanta quite a bit, and I'd rather go to Chicago than to go to Atlanta.
You can keep
Oh,
Atlanta
man.
and Chicago. I drive a truck in Atlanta every day, and I don't want it. Chicago's about the same though.
It's a lot better. It's gotten a lot better over the years.
I used to have a drop yard in Romeoville.
I used to go to
Romeoville.
Yep.
I used to live in Romeoville.
Really? So where was the I-55 truck stop?
Mhm.
Right there on the interstate.
The
There.
Loco truck stop.
Yep. Right down the road, we had a drop yard for Central, and I was there about once a week.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I own a home in Romeoville.
Oh wow.
Oh, I got a good question.
Go ahead.
What is your favorite camping or overlanding gear? You got to pick one.
If I had to pick one,
Yeah.
Something you can't go without. your truck.
oh, that's a good one.
sleeping pad.
Is that yours?
I would say I can't really. When I was a kid, I could sleep on the floor, but now it's like I've got to be comfortable laying
Yeah,
down.
that's a good one.
Yeah, I'd say your sleeping arrangement is the most.
Yeah.
Especially as you get older now and I'm the youngest here, guys. Don't get me wrong, but I wake up hurting every day. Even my.
So you guys saying sleeping pad?
I'm gonna
That's
have
what
to
I would-
say
I would
sleeping
agree with that,
arrangement.
yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be a comfortable
Got
arrangement.
to be something. Okay.
What's yours?
What's your, yeah.
I would say probably a sleeping bag.
Yeah,
See, I'm not a bag person. I don't like.
I mean,
I don't like the
I don't go in.
confinement.
I don't go in it. I open it up.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
sleep
That's
on
that's
it.
what I do too. I got an awesome winter mummy bag, and I
Yeah.
can't stand being in it.
I
So
open it
I
up.
open it up and
I
just
keep
tuck my
mine
feet in.
unzipped.
Because I'm a side sleeper. You
That's
know,
what
so
I
I
do.
So I'm gonna do this. Teton, newbie overlanding. Love your product, guys. You have to get the Teton Mammoth. It is a double-sized sleeping bag. Will fill your whole tent up, and it's literally like sleeping in between two blankets.
I watched you stuffing it this morning. It's a
It's
lot
tough.
of bag.
Now the stuff it takes some time.
Yeah.
But the setup or the use is like none other.
Yeah.
So definitely a double-sized sleeping bag is the way to go.
I was gonna say diesel heater, but that's a seasonal thing. But I was gonna say diesel heater as my number one. Yeah,
It's
you know,
definitely in the wintertime. That's
We,
a must-have.
We posted a post on Facebook last year at the wintertime when we pulled our diesel heater out and used it for the first time. And we honestly pulled it out just to test it.
Yeah.
I think the temperature got down to like mid 30s, which you can bundle up. You can stay warm with that. But Brushy Mountain it was 29, I think, at night. Yeah, it's cold, but you get yourself warmed up pretty quick.
The big thing is condensation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, but we posted that, and I can't tell you the ridicule we got. But, oh my God, it's
You don't
only
need
35 degrees. All you need is a winter bag. Blah,
I've been
blah,
told
blah.
I was stupid or
Yeah.
dumb to use a diesel heater at 40 degrees,
Yeah.
but it knocks
It's
the chill
comfortable.
off.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
dry.
and
heat.
It's not you're not
you don't
running
have
it
condensation.
all night long.
and when
just
you do, it's on low.
Yeah, you take
Yeah.
it, you get it, knock the chill down, the edge off, and you're not running it constantly all night long. You can't run it. I mean, anybody that can run a diesel heater at 8 or 9, hey, you're talking negative. I mean, I put mine at 1.
I ran mine at 1 at 12 to 16 degrees, and it was fine.
Yeah, but I mean, I told him my response to it was, listen, I'm old enough now. I've earned the right to have a diesel heater and stay warm.
But they do,
You know.
they do,
Yeah, and I don't like to be wearing thermals to bed and
Yep.
bundled
Sock
up and
cap
having
on
something
your
over
head.
my head, and
Well,
Just give me some Fruit of the Looms and a little bit of heat.
yeah. I mean, I like to be able to wake up in the morning and not want to get out of my bag. You know,
Right.
I want to. It'd be nice and somewhat toasty in the tent.
I mean, I'll throw my hoodie on. I'll sleep with a hoodie or this if it gets cold, And like Brushy Mountain, I didn't expect it to be that cold.
Yeah, we didn't
We
either.
didn't either. We
God.
would have brought our.
I mean, I had to throw this on and, my hoodie, lucky I had a German Shepherd to keep my feet warm, and I had a blanket over her and I had to sleep. I didn't have my warm sleeping bag either.
Well, it was almost cold enough that we might have helped keep you warm. Yeah, it got pretty cold that
Yeah,
night.
it
pretty
was.
chilly.
I mean, and my camper was all condensation inside on the windows, and it was cold.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about the diesel heaters is, the dry heat.
Yeah.
You don't have that condensation, and you don't have to worry
And the price.
nearly as much about.
Prices.
Yeah,
they're
for $100
really
bucks.
cheap, Yeah. We just
Yeah.
got ours off Amazon. And,
Yep.
And it's nice.
So if you're looking at the seasonal thing, I think that would probably be one of my important things. If you think the best winter gear would be a diesel heater.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah.
agree with that.
I would say overall too, excluding comfortable sleep system, the power stations that
yeah.
they have out now.
Oh, power stations.
Now, do you know
Let's
anything about,
Yeah.
do you know anything about power
Well,
stations?
I know they make a lot of them out there, but I think
Who's your favorite power station?
Blue Eddie.
Blue Eddie.
I gotta say, this guy is probably the power station
Yeah.
king. Watch his videos. He reviews all power stations
And he's got a
and
cool.
sticks to his loyalty.
He's got a cooler / ice maker now. He's
Yeah,
getting into-
that's just coming
Blue
out.
Eddie just said sent me the new Blue Eddie. I think they call it the swap, this cooler swap, where it makes ice. It has an ice maker in there, and it can run 6 days on a battery.
He doesn't buy ice. Pinky's up. He makes ice.
He makes ice.
But yeah, Blue Eddie. I'm a Blue Eddie ambassador. So if you guys want to check out all their new gear, I'll have Blue Eddie over at Moore. So a lot of people came over and saved to check it out.
Yeah.
In fact, I charged up Mark Hughes' wheelchair at Save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you did a video on that.
Yeah, and that was a really cool video. I mean, just hearing his story. But I walked out and looked at some of the Blue Eddie stuff. I mean, there's a lot of power stations. I mean, you don't have to get Blue Eddie, but I'm a Blue Eddie, true and blue. But there are many power stations out there. But for me, I need the big powers because I power a lot of stuff. I mean, but you can get by with a 300 watt power station, so it depends on what you're going to power. Like right now I'm powering a Starlink for all of us. I mean, you can't do it with a 300 watt power station. So coffee maker,
Yeah. This guy's got a Keurig.
Yeah.
We're glamping guys.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but it's even just amazing. We've got lights out here right now. We're running the
Devos. Lights.
tower lights. And,
Yeah, shout out to Devos.
yeah, these lights are awesome.
Devos, if you're watching,
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, it's pitch black out here.
Newbie
We
overlanding.
got the we have the lights up, and
Yeah.
the film footage it looks
It's
like
amazing.
daylight.
Mhm.
You know.
I think these are one of the best lights ever made. I mean,
Yeah.
9 feet in the air with the diffusers and stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, you have these power stations, and you can just plug these in, charge them
Yeah,
up.
you don't
Quick
need gas like in a gas generator, and they can power on a lot of stuff and
and
quiet.
really the only limitation is your wallet with these power stations.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really get some really big ones if you have.
And they're multi-use, especially at
Yeah.
home too. When your power goes out, when the power goes out in my neighborhood, I've always got everything, my lamps on. So,
Yeah.
but they're handy. They're good
They
for emergency preparedness. They're
Do you sell that power back to the
Yeah. Yeah.
TVA yet, or how does that work?
yeah, they need to pay me to sell it back, but
Yeah.
it comes in handy, and it's a great great thing to have for preparedness.
I use one for my CPAP machine.
Yeah.
Up in the tent, I'll have my
Yeah.
CPAP on tonight, and it'll run it all night.
Yeah, me too.
I can run for several days.
You charge it with solar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I have the 700 and some watt EcoFlow, and I ran my fridge off of that, and it run for 4 days.
Yeah.
Off of it, and now I've changed it. I've got an actual lithium battery that runs in. It can run it a lot longer. It's a 100 amp hour battery, but now I use my EcoFlow up in the tent for my CPAP, plug some lights in.
Oh, they come a
charge
long way.
phones, yeah.
And then the thing is that when you in a camp like this, I mean, it's quiet. And when you're in a big area, like at an expo, they have quiet hours from 10 to
10 to 7.
10 to 7. You're not running a generator. I mean, you have a power station where you can provide power, like you said, the CPAP machines. If you're requiring any kind of medical, if you got to keep your insulin code, or it's good to have. So, I'm a big believer in power stations. So I'm spoiled
That was one of our first things.
Yeah, that was really one of our first purchases.
with the fridge, right?
Yeah, it was the fridge and the power station.
Yeah.
Before we ever even got the racks and rooftop tents.
I was saying that's one of the most important things. I think is the fridge. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody's got a fridge now. I mean, most everybody I know runs fridge. I mean,
Besides my Yeti you're sitting on.
you don't have a 12-volt fridge?
No,
I don't
you're
have
sitting
one
on my
either.
fridge.
You don't have a
Doug
12-volt
has
fridge?
one.
No,
I have it.
He uses mine. Yeah.
I have a
Oh,
Yeti. Yeah.
Is that why you went over there and grabbed the Coke?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think for us though, I mean
We're usually camping together.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
we
eventually
share-
I will put.
we share
the one-
gear, and if we are going to go out separately for whatever reason, I mean, what's his is mine, and mine is his.
I figure if you
don't
drive
get
a
me wrong,
truck,
it is very nice.
Yeah.
Because you guys, we could be out here for 3 to 4 days.
Oh.
Well, the Yeti is great at holding ice.
Yeah.
But eventually, open and close. It's gonna
Yeah.
become water. You guys will still maintain that steam.
well, I figure you drive a truck. You would have a 12-volt cooler that you could put.
Well, I mean,
in
if
there
you're
too.
interested, I've got this little igloo that plugs into your cigarette lighter, and it heats and it cools.
Yeah, I have
all
one of
that,
those. I bought it at a truck stop.
Yeah.
I'm home every day.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah, I am now.
Now, when I was over the road, I did have a
Okay.
12
Igloo
volt.
ice was
Yeah.
cooler.
But it's good to, it's pretty cool. You can keep all your stuff in there. I mean,
Yeah.
you can do long, if you're doing cross country trips or
I
something.
tell you,
yeah.
even when me and my wife travel, even just to go see parents or something, we throw it in the back of the Jeep, and we had a Cherokee also, and I throw the power station back there, the cooler, plug it all into her Jeep, and it charges it while
Ice
we're
cream.
driving.
You can
Well,
store ice
and
cream.
Yeah.
a lot of people, they see the prices of these things and they go, they gasp. But I'm a firm believer in buy once, cry once.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for. And if you go for the Blue Eddies and the EcoFlows, you're going to get a better runtime
Yeah.
out of those instead of
They're going to last.
instead
over a
of your
period.
Amazon. The Amazon's going to work,
Yeah.
but it may not work as long as the better brands. So buy once, cry once.
Yeah. I mean, we've gotten lucky though. We've come across some really great deals. Like, we went to Nature Nest on our rooftop tents, and they are very, very budget friendly tent.
I'm going to be honest. never seen a nature nest up in person.
Yeah.
I'm blown away at the.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great.
Yeah, and I would say they're probably a third of the price as some of the big names. Yeah. Now, 10
some
years
of
down the road, will they last? I don't
Right.
know, but
You'll find out.
we'll find out.
But to look at the quality, I've seen the Tarukas and the high $4,000 tents
high
and
campers.
and these nature nests, buddy, they're right there with it. There's no bad stitching. I mean,
No, they're double stitched. And
Yeah,
they have
they're-
the waterproof
Waterproofing
seal
from
tape
the-
and all that
yeah.
on the stitching.
so
And
shout out to nature nests. Those are nice.
yeah, and we've not done any. We have review videos that we're planning on doing on each one of ours here in the near future.
Pros and cons.
Yeah, some
pros and
likes,
cons.
dislikes. I mean, so.
Yeah, and that's with anything. You're gonna find your pros and cons to any tent. It doesn't matter if it was $800 or $6,000. You're gonna have things you love and you hate about it.
Yeah, and not only that, but you don't have to buy this stuff new.
No,
I mean,
marketplace is
Yeah,
vast.
marketplace.
A lot of people get into this one season and they're done with it. They're ready to sell it.
Yeah.
and-
They find out it's not for them,
Yeah.
or
Sure.
Right.
Yeah,
or they
you know.
move up.
Yep.
Some type of different situation.
Yeah, I just, our Devos lights, we got an awesome deal at our last expo. The guy was selling them, and we
They were
jumped on it.
used,
Yeah,
but
they
they
were
were
used, but
well
they look
taken
brand
care
new,
of.
well taken care of.
well, it's like with mine. I had the Tua Pro and I loved it. And as things changed, we wanted to do different things, but I was still able to give that Tua Pro and that Ironman to a family member,
Yeah.
which got them out with their family.
Yeah.
So now they're able to go out and enjoy it. So to me, I mean, it's you move up, but
Yeah.
All right, well, I think this has been a big success, Jody.
Yeah, I think it has. I think we're gonna do more of these.
Well, we can't have success without you.
Oh,
look
look
at
at
that. Yeah.
guys, thanks for
Take-
having me,
yeah,
man.
man.
I
Take notes,
appreciate
Jody.
it. I
Thanks
feel
for
honored.
coming, guys. We appreciate it.
It's like we drove in for the.
Yeah.
Thanks for having. We'll see you guys.
And hey, if you get a chance, come check out their food. The boys
Oh,
can cook.
Yeah. Doug's a cooker.
Yeah, just don't tell my wife, because
He didn't cook.
yeah,
He didn't do the dishes.
Yeah.
no, she knows those are coming home.
Oh,
We
still-
appreciate you guys. This was episode 1. More to come.
Yeah. Remember, subscribe on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And if you're on Facebook, follow us. We're also on TikTok and Instagram on some of our shorts and stuff, some funny stuff. And with moto camping coming, who knows? There might be a stunt or two by accident posted up there. I've been known to fall off a time or two.
Right. Campfire Chronicles is exclusively on YouTube at this time, so I think that's what we'll keep doing. So,
Ben,
any last words?
your links, your
Yeah, plug your channel,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah. I've got 2 channels, the Separate Gumby channel and the Gumby Gear Review. Had to split the channel because people were saying, we wanted more camping videos, and other folks were saying we want more gear channel or gear review. So I decided to do 2 channels. So I decided to do twice the amount of work. I didn't think it was going to be that much, but check out Gumby Gear Review and Separate Gumby channel. Subscribe, like, hit that bell notification, and hit all notifications, and do the same for them, so you'll be notified when all new videos come out.
Semper_Gumby on IG.
IG, yep, and then on Facebook, Semper Gumby channel and Gumby Gear Review. Come check us out at the Moore Expo, April 19th and 20th. Come by and register to win a 1,000 watt Lathova power station. Subscribe and get a chance to win it. So come see us. Get yourself a decal, and I'll look forward to sit down and talk to us and get your power station. Maybe you'll go home with it.
Oh, well, this guy too, Brandon.
Yeah, Newbie Overlanding, IG. I'm just a regular old guy sharing my experiences. So Maybe Overlanding on Instagram.
You should follow.
Yeah, just give me a follow.
I did that, and I got mud all over my truck.
You did. So follow me on Instagram. Don't follow me on the trail.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for
Yeah, I
having us.
appreciate it. Thanks for checking out.